This is a dish called sautéed monkfish with garlic, parsley and spaghetti. And it's a dish for those that perhaps think they don't like fish, because the main taste of it is spaghetti with a bit of chilli, with garlic, with parsley and tomato. But the fish in it, monkfish, it cooks really easily in a pan, and it just amalgamates with the whole dish, so you'll be charmed by it whether you think you like fish or you don't. So first of all, I've got some monkfish, but this dish can be made with many types of fish. The reason I've chosen monk is it's particularly firm textured, and I'm just cutting it up into small pieces. So while I'm cutting this, I just have to mention that the builder's outside. I'm actually building a new kitchen just so that I can do lots of filming, because this kitchen is tiny and people keep being very rude, saying, you're a chef on TV, why, how come you've got such a small kitchen? So I'm having a big shed out the back so we can do lots of, sorry, not shed, my wife calls it an orangery or a conservatory, not a shed, but it's going to have corrugated iron. And the builders are just taking all the blocks for the walls at the moment. So monkfish, done, ticked off. Now the other ingredients that are going to go into the dish. So I'm just going to chop these 2 tomatoes up a little bit, like that. And then just give them a bit of a swish around the colander to get rid of some of the excess juice, like that. So there's my tomato done. Now I've just got a little bit of garlic, which I'm going to chop up quite finely. There we go. Now then, a bit of chilli. A little tip about chilies, if you feel up to it, you never know how hot chilies are going to be that you buy in this country. It's not like Mexico where they've all got names. This is just a red chili. So what I tend to do is just taste a bit from the bottom, just to gauge how hot it is. Lord! That will be quarter of a chili in that one. But if I hadn't done that, sometimes the chilies have got no heat in them at all. But this is an Italian dish, so I'm not, looking for massive heat. So there we've got my garlic, there we've got my chilies, and now just a little bit of parsley roughly chopped. And that's it. It's just about ready to go. So next thing, I've got about 210, I allow about 100 grams of pasta per person, so this is for 2 people. So I'm going to cook about 220 grams in there. I've got about 3 pints of water there, about 1.8 litres. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of salt to every pint or every 600 ml of water. And that is how I like it. I do think pasta needs to be quite well salted. The other thing about pasta for me is I do like it to be as what the Italians call al dente, which means it has a definite bite to it. So we're looking there. I'm setting that for about 8 minutes. And in 8 minutes time, I'm going to test it. But I always test my pasta anyway. Just take a bit out and bite it. Okay. While that's cooking, I'll do the sauce. So first of all, high heat, bit of olive oil in the pan. How much olive oil? 50 millilitres, I suppose. Then in go the monkfish. Salt and pepper, and off we go. Now if you look at that monkfish, you can see that it's not breaking up, but it doesn't matter in this dish if it breaks up. Just let that come on a little bit more. There we go. Now that's cooked enough. So for the next thing to put in there, it doesn't matter which way you put the things in. I'll put the garlic in next, I think, like that. Stir and stir and stir. And then we'll put the chilli in. Stir and stir and stir. My watch didn't work, so I'm just going to try and try a bit of pasta, see how we're going. Not quite there. I think it's very good when you're making pasta dishes to live a bit dangerously and allow it, when you've finished it, to be really quite tough, because it will cook on a little bit. So we can add the rest of my ingredients into the sauce now. Parsley, which I've chopped up, and tomato. There's quite a lot of steam coming off the sauce, and that's another way of telling whether it's cooked, because you want to dry the sauce out so that there's not a lot of steam there. That's about it now. That's ready to go. So I can turn that one off and the pasta's ready to go. So we'll drain that through a colander. So now all I need to do is just put A into B and give it a thoroughly good turn over. And that's ready to serve up. Monkfish sautéed with garlic, parsley, chilli and spaghetti.